I have had this privilege to come to Kolkata to be part of the celebration of Chidakasha Kalalaya on the 23rd and 24th of March 2025, which makes me wonder that the theatre presentation of the ancient India was so fulfilling, so encompassing of so many aspects of dramaturgy. It's very difficult to express any particular aspects because there were so many wonderful points which I would like to appreciate about this production of Chaturbhana. The language which was employed was predominantly Sanskrit because it was based on Sanskrit literature. But to make the audience of today understand what was happening on the stage, the language of Hindi was also interspersed. Much more than this, because of the space in Calcutta, the Bangla language was also used along with this rendition of the dialogues, which made it more receptible and understandable of the sequences that were happening on the stage, which made it absolutely interesting. Apart from the use of language, the nuances of those dialects, of it could be the same Hindi, but the way a Bangla would speak Hindi, the way a Punjabi speaks Hindi, but the accent was put into that Hindi during this rendition of the play, which made it much more interesting, not only to understand and to give a diversified color of presentation, but it gave a different dimension to the characters that were portrayed. This subdued lighting, the very costumes which were there were not glaring, not glittery, but absolutely down to earth. It was something like watching a frozen or a moving panel of Rembrandt painting or Raja Ravi Verma's painting. The subdued colors, the subdued lighting enhanced the joy of watching this production. I think these kind of productions must be encouraged. These productions must be available for the common man, for the elite, rather all the entire spectrum of the society. It should be made available for them to watch so that they enjoy the beauty, the exuberance of Indian traditional theatre which we have lost today. Thanks to P.L. Bhattacharya and the entire team of Chidakasha Kalalaya for having come together, brought together and spent hours and hours of their energy and input, their intellectual, their research, their practices, how they combine the music into the interspersed between the dialogues to enhance the mood of the situation of the story they are unfolding, is something people who haven't watched it and who are yet to watch it are going to miss this. Please encourage this kind of theatre, and then you must see whenever it comes to your town. I also had the opportunity of visiting the training institute, or rather I would use the Indian word, the Gurukula. The ambience of the Gurukula, without any glitters, without any show off things, it was absolutely earthy. The Guru and the Shishya coming together, there is nothing called teaching. As the Guru says, it is a sadhana. It's not a craft that a teacher teaches a student and they pick up the art and then represent it, or rather reproduces it. But this is a center where the participants experience, after internalizing whatever they want to finally expound. When they internalize it, they put in their own understanding of the storyline, the characters they have to portray, the language they're using, and the experience, the personal experience they themselves had also goes into coming out with their own creativity of expression. This is what I see in this complex of the Gurukula. And that makes a lot of difference when you see other dance institutions or drama institution where it's like a craft. A teacher teaches and they just reproduces. But here the students or the shishya rather experiences it and then brings out with that element of their own personal indulgence in the characterization. That makes the drama, that makes the theatre very unique in its presentation, which cannot be explained, but you must experience it by watching these productions of this Gurukula Chidakasha Kalalaya. Another dimension to Chidakash Kalalaya is to recognize artists who have contributed a lot to the field of performing arts of the country. It's not that they value what other people think, but this organization goes into the depth of the creativity of the artist and then see if they fit into their definition of an artist who have made contribution for the development of Indian art. That's how they recognize them, and then they would like to respect their contribution for the field of art, and they have instituted the Chidakasha Sanman. And that was another event which happened on the 23rd of March 2025. 3 awards were presented and I was one among them, and I'm extremely happy that they identified me and then gave me this honor. But what makes me feel is that I did not seek for an award, nor I had to make any influences on the people who take the decision. But having received this, I have to sit back and look back into my own stepping stones for having reached here. That stepping stones which I had to use in my journey of my involvement in the art of Kathak was recognized and then shared with the public is what makes this award so significant, respectful, and really honored. I'm very thankful for Chidakash Kalalaya for having bestowed me this Sanman.